Hi, my name is Kurt Andre, and I'd like to tell you about one slice of my intentional difference, my prevailing talents. So first off, let me tell you what my top five are. My number one talent, my signature talent, is connectedness, and that's followed by ideation and strategic and achiever and belief. Now, how these talents show up in my life, my archetype is a trailblazer. So all of my talents are below the waterline. It's think, do, think, do, think, do. And when I look back over the course of my life, that's all really been true. I spent a lot of time in my head. I spent a lot of time getting things done. Now, the one talent that stands out the most for me is connectedness. Like I said, that's my signature talent. And we know that connectedness is that ability to make connections between disparate thoughts or ideas. We can connect resources to need. It's also one of the two spiritual talents where we believe everything happens for a reason. How this shows up in my work is I do a great deal of executive coaching or facilitation and speaking, and very often someone will ask me a question or a situation will arise, and I go back into the library of my head, think of the books, the resources, the experiences I have, and I'm able to connect a resource or a piece of useful information to a particular situation. But we know with every one of the strengths there comes what I call the Achilles heel. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Up where the dogs can talk. Yes, squirrel. That's kind of my nickname because I easily get distracted. So when I'm speaking with someone or like I said, if I'm coaching or facilitating, somebody will say something and it'll trigger something in my head. I always have to ask myself the question, okay, Kurt, that might be interesting to you, but is it relevant for the situation? So connectedness is, again, enables me to be very effective with the people that I work, but I've got to stay conscious of it. One of the ways that my talents influence my friends and family is I also have achiever. And achievers, we know that one of those talents, it's an orange talent, so it's intrinsic motivation. Every day starts at zero for me. I'm a list maker, and I love checking things off my list. Matter of fact, if I've actually done something that's not on my list, I'll add it on my list just so I can check it off. Because there's an internal reinforcement for me of all that I get done. Well, and again, like I said about connectedness, the strength for me is I'm able to accomplish much. But then the thing that I have to be aware of is that maybe I have a tendency to work too hard. So I actually put on my to-do list doing nothing or sitting and reading or spending time just sitting and resting. Those two particular talents, connectedness and achiever, in my top five really stand out to me as strengths I can leverage, but things I can also need to be aware of. So as you can see, everybody's gifted with their intentionally different talents, which is one of the ways that we can see how we can impact others. I'd encourage you to find out about your intentional difference, specifically your talents. So go to intentionaldifference.me and find out how you can discover how you've been made different to make a difference.